is the Glass Cannon Network.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Booth 174 right here on the Gen Con showroom floor. This is it, the last stream of the weekend, the last show of the weekend. We had 2 shows at Helium Comedy Club. We had 13 shows here in the booth and 2 shows at Gen Con itself, and we're done in less than 90 minutes. We did it! We did it! We did it! We basically did it! We kinda did it! And what a show to end this with. When I was doing all the programming and doing all the casting, I wanted to make sure that the last show in the booth was playing the game that we started this company on. I mean, a newer version of it, obviously, with some of our best friends in the industry, so we could go out with a bang with smiles on our faces. So today we are going to be playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition with our original pre-GCP crew, which includes Joe O'Brien and his childhood buddy Brian McDermott, who we call McD.
Hey.
And while he wasn't a part of the original group, he's a part of the new group. It's Erik Mona.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Professor himself, Skidmar.
The professor.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We started this adventure when we started the booth the other day, Thursday. We opened with a scenario from the new Pathfinder 2nd Edition book, Dark Archive. There are 2 new classes, and Joe and Skid are playing them, the Thaumaturge and the Psychic, and there's just a whole slew of scenarios in there, and we're playing through one. We started it the other day, and we're going to kind of finish it today, but I want to kick it to the guys and actually introduce them a little bit better. Joe, how are you feeling now at the end of the con?
I've never been more exhausted at Gen Con, which I'm usually very exhausted at, but this has burnt me out more than anything I've done in terms of role-playing.
In life.
In terms of role-playing. The marathon in here. I feel bad. I snapped at a VIP person after the show yesterday who was like, hey, if you have any time, we got a board game we can jump into. And I was like, I'm not playing any more games. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, as you can hear from my voice, it's the end of the road. I did my spiel during the Sirenscape interview right before this, where I was like, I'm done, I'm spent, but it's been the best Gen Con ever. In my ever.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close second.
So pretty good.
And then sitting to his left, I just introduced him. I want to introduce him again. His name's Brian McDermott. We call him McD. And we've told this story a number of times on air, but it all started back before the Glass Cannon podcast, where Joe said, hey, come play Pathfinder with me. I know I just got back into it. And I said, well, I've never played Pathfinder. I played D&D as a kid. Okay, all right, I'll check it out. I walked in, and I met Skid, and I met Joe's childhood friend, McD, who would drive up from Philly to Astoria, Queens.
Almost always with an incredible plate of food.
Yeah.
To play with us. And
Or somehow, like, still warm cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did
Like
it.
incredible cheesesteaks from Philadelphia that tasted like they just came out of the oven.
Yeah, like
Every
cooler
time.
bags and stuff, heater bags.
Yeah.
Amazing.
how you doing, buddy? How was your Gen Con?
It was great, man. I was here at the booth talking to the nation, talking to new people who didn't even know.
Were they nice?
Everyone was very nice.
Everyone was very nice. That's good. Yeah.
Yes.
We sold a lot of merch, and I heard you were really pushing the merch and pushing the brand. You're very good at this.
I am pretty good. Well, see, the thing is, I seem so nice.
Right.
So it makes it, you know, like ideal for this sort of position because I had to seem really nice.
The illusion of kindness.
Yeah. It seems nice until you play Pathfinder with him. And you see what his characters do.
And even then, it was a long con. It was like
It's
years
true.
in the making.
That's very true.
Yeah, I slow played that.
Well, I'm so glad you're here to finish off the
Yeah, me
con
too.
with us,
It's been
buddy.
great.
We're going to have some fun. And then to my left, I had to think for a second. I was like, is that my left? Erik Mona. Erik, obviously you're an old hat at Gen Con. You've been to 100 of them. How did this year's shape up compared to the rest?
This year, the show is back for sure. It is
Really
not.
is.
I wouldn't say it's quite at 100% back, but it's 80% back, and it's pretty clear that by the time next year comes around, it's going to be even bigger, and hopefully everyone will be back at that point. For me, this is like reunion weekend. You know, I've been coming to the show for more than 20 years. The only one I've ever missed was the time that they didn't have it in 2020. And so last year I was here, but it was a weird show, kind of
Yeah, it was
very
different.
small, very different. And this year, just to get to see everybody, you know, I got to see you guys really early on. I saw a couple of other old friends, and it was like by day one, I had seen some of my favorite people in the whole world, and it'd been too long.
Yeah.
And so it is Sunday. I have been sleeping like 3 or 4 hours a night, if that. I am exhausted mentally, but I'm also like super energized. And that's
Yeah.
how this show always works for me. So I'll crash tomorrow or something, but right now I'm riding high.
Riding it high, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that funny how there's a lot of cons and you don't get to see everybody until you come to Gen Con. I felt like everyone was here for the most part,
For
which
the
was
most
nice. We're still missing some people. Hopefully you can make it next year, but God, it feels good. I'm riding that same high. I thought I would just collapse at the start of this, but I'm excited.
You got like 80 more minutes till the collapse.
80 more minutes. And if I just make this intro really long, we could just do this.
It's super easy. Joe's already asleep.
Skid, I know you love Gen Con since you've been coming with us the past few years. How is this one? How does this one shape up?
I gotta agree. I think this is probably the best ever. The first one I went to at Gen Con 50 was hard to live up to because that was incredible. I've told, like, as a kid, like, I used to look in the back of the Dragon magazine and like see the listing there for all the cons, and I could never go to one. I was just like, man, one day, like, me and my friends, like, one day we'll go to Gen Con, and I never had done it until Gen Con 50, and it was such a blast. And we didn't really have any work to do in that one.
Yeah.
not like this. So it was super fun. But this one, I was so worried about just doing this because there were so many like new things that we had to accomplish. You guys mostly, entirely, had to like set this all up and like get all this thing working and, you know, work out a schedule and do all these like shows and games we hadn't done before. And a brand new thing, like nobody else is doing like quite this. And there was so many things that could go wrong. I was just like, something's bound to go wrong. It's going to be, I'm worried it's going to be a disaster, especially with Joe involved. But it's like everything went well.
Yeah.
And I'm so thrilled. And it was just, you know, we went to that party last night at the Slippery Noodle, and we got to hang out a little bit and just kind of relax and unwind a little. And it was just, it's great. I mean, I'll remember this for the rest of my life. It was awesome.
Yeah, I feel the same exact way.
Magical weekend.
Yeah.
Magical weekend.
Yeah, all the shows have been great. The fans have been amazing, getting to meet everybody, like our new friends here, like getting to see some of them in person for the first time, or like second time or third time.
Yeah.
Getting more like Josephine and like Michelle again and everything. It's been amazing.
Just wonderful. I think it's the type of thing we'll certainly think about and remember for a long time. One of our biggest sponsors of the weekend was Paizo, and today's stream here as we end it is also sponsored by Paizo, so we want to thank them, and we wanted to have Mr. Paizo himself come on here. Tell us a little bit about Dark Archive. I know this is a really hot book. It seems like they were flying off the shelves over there.
Yeah, Dark Archive is brand new, and it is the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Guide to the Paranormal. Ooh. And as you said, it has the Thaumaturge and the Psychic class. The Psychic is your sort of all-purpose mental spellcaster with tons and tons of different customization opportunities there to really make it your own. And then we've got the Thaumaturge, which is somebody who uses implements and someone who knows all kinds of secrets about monsters and has advantages and is a martial class. So whether you're into spellcasters or a martial class, the book's got something for you. The framing device of the book is that you have come into the possession of a folio of 8 dossiers about unexplainable events, things like time anomalies or cults or cryptozoological creatures, which Joe is
I just learned about
an unknown creature like
we're on kind of fun.
the
It's just
Loch
like
Ness
and
Monster.
cryptids and da-da-da-da, and I was like, okay,
Wait a
sorry. What is a cryptid?
Yeah.
I have to ask.
So what better place to learn than with a whole chapter about cryptids in the Dark
Yes.
Archive? So there's each of those chapters has a little mini adventure you can play, one of which we're about to finish off, or maybe it will finish us off right here.
Yeah.
And,
Or play about 15 minutes of. And then
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
We're gonna bring it to a thunderous 10-minute conclusion. But yeah, no. So Dark Archive is the newest hardcover rulebook for Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I've been spending a little time with it over the past week and a half, and we love running these one-shot type things or 2 shots. So if you want to do that with your friends, it's a great opportunity to just play like little 8-page adventures and kind of do in one sitting, which is nice.
Are there 8 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 8-page adventures.
I don't know if each one's 8 pages, but there's.
That's what I mean. Like
short
roughly that size. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, as Erik said, your current adventuring party recently came into possession of this strange book of case files and notes, and one night while you were laying out under the stars, the book began to open of its own accord, pages flapping back and forth as you all stood and looked up over at it. Who's doing that? And then you started getting drowsy before feeling like you were floating in an endless void somewhere, until you appeared in a completely different place elsewhere in the world in front of a person who needed your help. You completed their quest and then were sent back to your world once more with rewards and treasure. Recently, once again, this folio has transported you via what is known as the Somnambulist's Bridge to the nation of Zopatl in Arcadia. I'm sure I pronounced that exactly the way you do, Erik.
Absolutely.
Where an order of monks known as the Order of Yolado has told you that the people of the area, as well as some of the monks of their order, have begun undergoing these strange and terrible changes as some force is mutating people in the area, causing them to fall ill or even worse. One guy, he said, like a second fanged mouth grew over his heart and started shooting out lightning. Like, other people are just dying from it. So this head monk comes out to greet you as you stand looking up at the rosy pink stones of a beautiful and very, very old castle. His name is Edibaro Yolinares, and he believes it has something to do with this boulette that they encountered deep in the tunnels below the castle, who they tried and failed to kill. And meanwhile, it caused great destruction in the area deep below the keep. And he believes that perhaps that destruction let something loose into the world, let this power loose that's affecting everyone. So they sealed off the area downstairs. They magically sealed off the deeper parts of the tunnels below the castle. But they need your help dealing with this boulette and seeing what, if anything, is the source of this evil power affecting the people of the area. Edibaro sends you through the maze-like keep with 3 monks of the order, but as they reach the door to enter the lower parts of the keep, one of the women, Maria Gus, I believe her name was.
Yes, you're correct.
Maria Gus, Jim, and Randall. Maria Gus reached for the handle, and then she started just screaming in pain, and then the other monks fell to their knees, also screaming in pain, and then they all ignited into flames, hit the ground, and just turned into ash, and then rose again as creatures known as combusted, howling in pain and attacking you. You defeated them, and as they fell, you all felt this strange alien vibration, like inside of your bones, ringing in your ears, shaking your entire body as you were granted some sort of power by this force that is killing and maiming and mutating people in the area. For you, it has given you great power, known as deviant abilities.
Yes. Yeah. So cool.
Now, I gave, so let's go through who's playing who, because obviously the other day we had Michelle Wynn Bradley and Jason Charles Miller, but we are keeping those characters and just reskinning them with new actors. But Joe, you're the thaumaturge. Tell me about your character again.
My thaumaturge is Turge Godsbane. Turge. He is a very dark-looking fellow, dark around the eyes, greasy black hair, long, hangs in his eyes, and has a demeanor that is can be off-putting to some, but he's got an 18 charisma. He has the power to sway people away from their traditional beliefs, and he just kind of. He doesn't believe as much as he once did, maybe as a child, in the power of the gods as being something divine and untouchable. Instead, it's something that can be explained through esoteric knowledge, something that maybe they just know because they learned it, and then that if everybody else did too, they would start to break their reliance on these deities. So he is a martial character, as Erik pointed out. I didn't realize until I really got into playing. That really what he does is he can exploit the weaknesses of almost any creature by his depth of esoteric knowledge of all different kinds.
That's really cool.
So you don't really roll on nature or religion. He doesn't have like a lot of religion, a lot of nature, he has one score, esoteric lore, and at any time you can roll it against any monster for him to know its weaknesses.
Oh, that's so
really
cool.
all he learns about it is its weaknesses, but
it is like I think they say in the book it's like Van Helsing is like sort of an inspiration.
Yes,
class.
yes. I wish I had more time to dig into it, but it uses all kinds of little implements and stuff. Some of it's flavor, some of it's a little bit more detailed, but he carries with him all kinds of trinkety kind of stuff that allows a hair of a certain kind of monster or a bone finger of some zombie, and it just allows him this foresight into how to defeat others of its kind. It's a very cool class.
It's so funny now that we've converted Strange Aeons to Pathfinder 2nd Edition for our touring show Glass Cannon Live. I'm 100% sure that should your or Skid characters pass, they will be replaced with a thaumaturge or a psychic.
Oh yeah, and I mean the psychic is so freaking cool.
100%. There's no question.
We'll get to the psychic shortly, but McD, I know you've logged no less than 1,000 hours playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Tell us about the
from the Philadelphia Lodge, Brian McDermott.
You are playing Jason Charles Miller's character. Tell us about Laura Lindener.
Laura Lindener.
Yeah.
The elf fighter.
Yep.
The golden god. That was basically, it was like, he's a fighter, he's like a golden god. I was like, all right, got it. Cool. Yes, understood. So, semi-pro beach volleyball player.
Right.
Part-time model. Right. Pithy, but not witty.
Right.
Right. So it's gonna give you a little bit, but it's not really. You're not taking a whole lot home with you.
It's not memorable.
No.
Not a lot to unpack there.
Not really. No, he's really slogan based. So he's a real slogan based fighter.
Slogan based fighter.
Totally. Well, I mean, he's really just doing this because he knows in his district where he lives that's really going to pull well once he gets back. Like, they love a veteran. He stays on script. He stays on message.
The golden god, Laura Lindener.
Yes, that's basically
That sums it up.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, you are inheriting Michelle Wynn Bradley's character.
Right.
Tell us about this Gord Leshy.
Well, this character, the first thing I'd like to discuss is the gore-encrusted, beautifully ornate silver battle axe that is wielded in these tiny little leafy hands that are connected to little stem-like arms that connect to a little tiny little body that's topped with a giant pumpkin head. It's a Gord Leshy and a "My name is Donut."
Alien.
I'm a fighter.
Is that Michelle Wynn Bradley?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
Donut.
told that I'm quite sassy. So I got a lot of sass. I don't take much nonsense from nobody.
Awesome.
I like that he sounds like Towley.
Yeah.
I'll say sounds like it's a combination of Towley and Tree Trunks from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Familiar?
With Rogue thrown in, sugar.
Yeah.
Little bit of Rogue.
Put Rogue in there.
You want some candy?
Skid, I know you've been talking about your psychic all weekend. Tell us about Quapis.
So Quapis is a goblin who is he is a psychic, one of the two new classes, and they are really cool. Like they're awesome. There's a lot of, they're very sort of moddable. There's different versions of like a psychic. There's a lot of like different paths you can go down because they have like a conscious mind sort of archetype and a subconscious mind archetype, and you can do like different combinations of each, and they'll set you up to do different abilities. What they do is they do a lot of cantrips that they can empower with their psi amp points, the like focus points. And I was playing him at 5th level on last time mistakenly, and so I leveled him up to 6.
Oh, great.
So one of the abilities that he has is Strain Mind. So one of the feats that he got at the new level. So when he runs out of focus points, because I have a pool of 3, but when I run out, I can still amp my psychic abilities at a cost of physical damage equal to 3 times the level of the spell that I'm casting.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like, it says it manifests as like a nosebleed or something, which is like very Stranger Things,
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, that's fun.
But his name is Quapis, and he is very loosely based on Cyndi Lauper's character from the movie Vibes. The movie Vibes.
So specific.
Awesome.
And he's a goblin, right?
And he's
So
a goblin,
yeah. And these abilities that each of you got at the end of last session, Quapis got the Deviant ability Titan Swing. I said that I was going to like level you guys up to 7 and let you take the Awakening. I think it's just going to be fun for you and Joe to just take the Awakening for this mini sesh. So Titan Swing is 2 actions. You can make when you make a melee strike, it does extra damage and pushes the target back 5 feet. The Awakening that you take, well, you can choose the Awakening basically. You can either do more persistent bleed damage or push the character back twice the distance and knock it prone. This is all on your roll 20 here, which unfortunately you guys can't see at home, but they can. Joe, I gave you Eerie Flicker, which triggers when a character is going to strike you. You basically jaunt onto the ethereal plane and become concealed for a round, and you can choose one of the 2 awakenings for that as well. I know you'll explain it if and when you use it. Laura Lindener, every round when the turn begins, can use high-speed regeneration, where you regain hit points equal to double your level. When you gain this deviation, the GM secretly selects one type of energy damage or precious material, and when you take damage of that type, your wound smokes until the ends of your next turn, preventing you from using regeneration. So maybe I'll surprise that with you mid-sesh.
Please do.
You do not get the Awakening because that is a 6th level feat, which matches your current level. And then Donut got Storming Breath, which is also a 6th level feat. Deviant ability. You spit out a freezing breath or sonic scream. Your choice. You deal 4d6 damage to all creatures in a 30-foot cone who get a basic reflex save. And the cool thing is as you level up with these deviant abilities, you can take feats that allow you to take the awakenings, and each of these abilities has multiple awakenings. There's our friend.
Hey.
Oh man, 1 hour left.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Still on the recap.
1 hour left.
Yeah, we probably should
I
have
know.
introduced that guy because in the last hour of Gen Con, we're going to hear from him so much that
Yeah.
he's basically
Yeah.
a member of the cast.
Yeah, that's
You're going to
true.
hear from him every 15 minutes.
Can we talk about his deviant awakening?
Yeah.
He actually did have a bit of a moment this morning. It was
Did he?
pretty- Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact wording. I wish I did, but it was something along the lines of like, the wall. Attention, Gen Con exhibitors. Wall doors are opening momentarily. It was something just like, it was like the wall doors. And I turned to Tristan, I was like, did you just say wall doors? And
Is
Tristan
that a
went,
local family?
is what I think so. I was like,
Attention, Gen
well,
Con
it's day 4 for him too.
Hull breach imminent.
The whole breach imminent.
So I had you guys right at the door to enter the keep. In the interest of kind of moving through this session and giving it a nice button at the end of the con, I'm moving you through the keep a bit. So if you would open those doors, there's stuff that would have went on that I don't want to spoil because maybe you'll play this at home, and there's several other encounters that we'll be skipping. But you get through one door, and this door has some sort of force shield on it, and you had to find things to open, and you get in, and there's some rocks. Here looks like it's residue from the damage that the boulette caused, but you still don't see the boulette. You keep going down. There are like burial niches and an old crypt, and now you find yourselves in a chamber full of a multitude of religious symbols and iconography carved into the wall. It looks like it must have been a simple room that was used for prayer at some point. But as you look around, the wall contains hundreds and hundreds of different religious symbols, as if the inhabitants over time added their deity symbols whenever the castle was in their possession. I believe Edibaro Yolinares had even told you that the monks are the most recent occupants of this castle, but they have not held it forever. The castle has had many inhabitants over the years. If anybody has society or religion, give me a society or religion roll.
Society of religion.
Got a 15 on religion.
15 religion.
28 religion.
Ooh.
19 society.
I got a 7.
7.
Oh,
7 for donut.
I thought I could do better, but I can't.
Quapis and Golden Boy, you are pretty stymied by this. You could pick out your sort of basic religions that you all know about, maybe a couple that you haven't come in contact with. But Turge, you start seeing things that are like old gods. And then you realize there's some symbols on here that you don't recognize at all. And so the sort of the overriding knowledge that you get from this is that this castle wasn't built centuries ago. This castle has stood for millennia.
Oh, wow.
And there are gods that are no longer existent, or maybe they've been morphed into other gods. In fact, you even find a strand of holy prayer beads lying on the ground in the southwestern corner. And I will tell you with that 28 that it was the etching on there is the god Kazutal.
Kazutal.
Yeah. Just sitting there, and that is a magical item. Holy prayer beads. Maybe you'd like to use that.
Oh.
Yes.
You see a door, big double door leading from there to the east.
Okay. I will go and examine the door to the east with a quick perception for traps.
Okay.
That's not going to be impressive. It's not going to impress anybody. Sorry, it's 20. Dirty 20.
20. Look for traps. You don't see any wires or buttons. And again, this door, like all the doors within this keep, they don't have any discernible locking mechanisms or door handles at all. But you've learned throughout the time that you just press these shapes that are on adorning a lot of the doors and say a passphrase, and it opens for you. You were able to discover that in the mini adventure that have happened between Thursday.
And that's not what the case here?
No, you can touch it.
I can touch it
opens.
and do the whatever. Say the words. All right. Since we've done this now a few times, he'll reach out and do it and open the door.
Say the words of the old gods.
Say the words of the old gods.
The names of the old gods.
You see a hallway leading, it goes about 25 feet before it opens up into a larger room. It's pretty dark in here. You might say it's pitch dark. So if you don't have dark vision, you're going to want to get some sort of torch.
Actually, Quapis is equipped with an ever-burning torch, which I purchased at Character Creation.
Ah.
He's just like, oh, hold on a second. I got something for this.
And he pulls out his ever-burning torch, and he lights it.
Lights his ever-burning torch what
Turge's torch.
what radius does that shine light? Is that 20 feet?
It's 20 feet.
Yeah, I think it would be 20.
Sure.
All right, I'll throw a little radius on there. Just know if you don't have dark vision and you step out of that radius, you're going to have to start rolling some flat checks.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so you see a little bit in. I've revealed more than you can actually see from where you're standing. But feel free to move into the room if you like or do anything else. You're in exploration mode.
Why don't you go lead the way there? Go ahead.
Oh,
Bring the
me?
light.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
Don't go alone. You need any protection there, Pumpkin?
I feel.
So I'm on the emotional mind, like some kind. So I'm in touch with my emotions, power me. So it's just like,
I feel a little scared, so Donut, if you come with me, that would be really nice. It would make me feel better.
I'd be happy to be by your side.
That makes me feel good.
Us little ones gotta stick together, Pumpkin.
That's so true. You call me Pumpkin. That's really funny. Eh?
So Quapis strolls into the room. Quapis, what's your perception bonus?
9.
9. Okay. You hear this like faint buzzing sound coming from the room up ahead, which as you shine light into it looks like a gathering hall. You've seen a couple of these as you've gone through, but you do hear this very faint like
Well, that can't be good.
No, that sounds bad.
I don't know about y'all, but I sure don't want to be pollinated again.
Not at this hour. It doesn't sounds like trouble. Sounds like some trouble in here. Sounds like bugs or, on best case scenario, hummingbirds.
Oh, I love hummingbirds, but I don't love bugs.
No.
So what do? You hear this sound. You're right at the edge of the entry into this gathering hall. What?
Laura Lindener's going to take decisive action. It's like if I hear something, I say something. It's going to walk right past everybody directly into the room, sword drawn.
Laura Lindener.
I miss playing with McDean. I miss this.
Laura Lindener boldly marches into the room. Do you have dark vision? I would imagine you're an elf.
I have low light.
Okay, well, assuming that the bright light that's coming off the torch also provides some dim light beyond 20 feet.
Another 20 feet of
Yeah,
dim
you
light.
get to see further into the room, and you see a couple of things. One, you see that the room is a perfect square that ends in another set of double doors to the east. But you also see to the north that there is a hallway that looks like about 15 feet in has completely collapsed into a cavern that is completely stone. Like either there used to be a room there that is collapsed, or there never was a room there. There is something that happened here that looks like it was destroyed recently, and so you think you must be getting very, very close to the destruction that this boulette caused during its encounter with the monks. Unfortunately, standing between you and this large open cavern are two insect-like creatures.
Oh, no. Oh.
They have bulbous heads, and one of them almost killed Colonel Luther a long time ago.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Roll for initiative.
Oh,
my
no.
goodness.
Oh,
that
no.
thing roughed you up. Wait, these are demons.
Yeah, they're shishaks, right?
Wisaks.
Wisaks.
Look at these, like, they've got giant grasshopper heads
Yeah.
and arms that split off into two arms with these long clawed fingers, double sets of wings, gangly, like Slender Man bodies.
Ugh.
Yeah, these are nasty creatures. Let's see how they play in second edition.
Let's see.
Joe, what did you get? What did Turge get?
Turge got a 19,
Turge.
a rather shitey 19.
A little shitey 19. That's a low initiative in
It's a
second.
bit of a poop.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a poop initiative.
What about Laura Lindener?
15.
15.
Oh.
Even worse.
And you're up there in the front.
I know.
How embarrassing for your first role in the Glass Cannon Network.
No, that seems about right.
What about Quapis?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I 14.
Oh, man. Brutal. Donut?
Wow.
I got a 16.
16 for Donut.
Holy smokes.
So, looks like the Wisaks are going to get the jump, and poor Laura Lindener's all alone. All right, so, man, I've been using Foundry over the weekend just for the encounters. I find it a little bit easier, and it's been pretty fun. So I'm going to open up this thing, and I'm going to drop a pretty gross vomit swarm on Laura Lindener.
Oh.
It opens its grasshopper-like mouth, and and this swarm of bugs and magical vermin come flying out at you. You know what I'll do just to make things even worse? I'm going to have it fly into the room behind you, and that vomit swarm is 30 feet. I think that's going to be enough to get everybody having to roll. Yep, Turge is just 30 feet away. Everybody give me a reflex save.
Reflex save.
While I start collecting
cooking.
D8s. I could have had a D8.
Oh, no.
15.
15, okay. That's a fail.
Yep.
What about
24.
Donut got a 24? That's a pass.
A double dozen.
Double dozen.
21.
Fail.
19 fell.
19 fail. Okay, so it's going to be 8, 5, 6 on the 3d8. That is 11. 19 points of damage to those who failed. 8 points of damage if you passed. And those of you who failed are also sickened 1.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, will go away at the end of next turn. If it's
No.
sickened 1, doesn't it go away?
That's like frightened.
Oh,
does
frightened.
that, but
You
not
can barf.
sickened. Stunned does that, but not.
Oh, I could also just
You
click
can
on
retch.
sicken. You can retch, as an action to try and get rid of it.
Yeah, but you have to still hit the flat check, right?
It's a fortitude
It
save
just
against the
makes it
DC of the
easier.
effect, so it's
Oh, it's a another
not
fortitude.
even-
which you know is going to be mid-20s from the person that saved. So that is its 3 actions. Move into place, drop that vomit swarm, and then the second one is going to cast fear on Laura Lindener. Give me a will save. It just starts, you just see this like
26.
bug face in your mind, and you shake it off. However, a basic success, you're still frightened 1. So you're gripped by fear and struggle to control your nerves. You take a status penalty equal to this for all your checks and DCs. That will go away at the end of next round. But that's what these Weesox do. That one still has 1 action left. Doesn't have a ranged John. I don't want to get up in your face, so I am just going to... Oh, what is this thing? Powerful jumper. A boot. Oh, no, that's not the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to not use my 3rd action. So, now it is Turge's turn. Turge, God's Bane.
Yes. This thing does not. This swarm is around me now, but does not impede my movement in any way. It just makes me sickened.
It came on you and it's covered. You're covered with it, but it's not a continual.
Wait, what?
It's just like, it's not you're covered in swarm.
Oh.
It's not like an active swarm that keeps moving around.
I thought you
I
were
swore
saying.
you said something else.
You thought let's not repeat it. It was just vomit. It's
All
gross.
right, okay.
Dead bugs
That's
are
gross
covering
enough.
your body.
That's plenty gross.
He is going to move up
Okay.
in melee with the creature that is just to the east of Laura Lindener.
Laura Lindener.
Laura Lindener.
Thanks,
and
bro.
he will do esoteric lore. He will use his ability, exploit vulnerability.
Okay.
So he's going to try to roll esoteric lore.
Okay, and this would let you know what their vulnerabilities are if
Right.
they have any.
So that is a 20.
20. Yeah, that's good enough to know that they
I just basically get to know if they have a weakness.
they do.
All right, and what is it?
They're weak to good.
They're weak to good. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Just like McD.
Amazing. And he will take a swing. So I'm taking the penalty on this all to just to get it up in there. I'll try maybe I'll try to retch next round. But right now I'm like, I'm fighting through it. So he will swing with a long sword. I mean, straight garbage everywhere. That is a 20.
20 is a miss.
So he misses.
All right, and if you would hit with the Esoteric Lord, you somehow imbue your weapon
It
with...
begood
See,
for
that
the
is
purposes of
Oh,
my
that's
pick.
really,
awesome.
really cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's got kind of an Inquisitor flair to it a little.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
a judgment feel. Okay, very cool. All right, so nothing turn out of Turge. What about Donut?
Donut is going to move into the room, pass by Laura Lindener, and move 25 feet to flank the mosquito creature.
Nice.
Little flank action.
And then they are going to take a swing with a battle axe.
Little tiny battle axe.
And now,
I may not be good, but I'm the sweetest donut in the dozen. Does that count for anything?
unfortunately,
My little feeble leaf arms aren't doing me no good. I got a 21.
21, even with flat-footed, it just barely misses.
Well, the good news is I do have one more attack.
One more attack.
Now, this will be at -5. So
Oh.
I technically rolled a -1. Does that hit?
Oh boy.
-1 misses wildly and hits Laura Lindener and chops off some of his golden locks.
ooh,
But now it is Laura Lindener's turn. What do you do? Laura Linder, you are about 5 feet away, so you could stride up to it, and then you'd have 2 actions left.
Sure, that's great. So what Laura Linder is going to do, we're going to do Bon Mot first.
Okay.
Oh, I have that too.
That's great. We should all use that. I think
Yeah,
it tickled me when I read it. I was like, love
It's
that.
a cool ability. Yeah.
Totally. So first, target the one 5 feet away from me. And just let him know, like, teamwork makes the dream work, man.
Slogan-based fighter.
Totally. It's 25, and then you to will save, you would have to roll against a diplomacy check for me. So 25 from me.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
That's great.
Will save. I made it.
You made it.
Regular success.
Right.
So I'm not. I don't heed your words.
You do not. Well, I mean, you nor would you, I would think.
Maybe it's all part of a ploy, so he won't
I would have
use
thought,
teamwork.
talking to an insect society, that they would agree that teamwork makes the dream work.
Usually a hive mind is
Yeah,
You're in the middle of a swarm right now.
Maybe they're just like, who you telling? And they've just internalized that, so it means something to them. That's totally possible.
so Bon Mot's an action. Striding up to it is an action. You want to take a swing?
Yeah, we're going to take a swing at this guy.
Great.
So,
Ooh.
Hit him.
yeah,
I
I hit him.
take a -1 or -2.
For sickened.
And frightened. Do you take -1? Is an attack a check? It says to all checks. Attack a check.
I knew the answer to this. Like, is an attack considered a check? And I don't remember.
That's maybe just a minus.
Well, I think let's see if it's close and it matters.
31.
No, it's not close.
Oh, and it doesn't matter.
It's not. Doesn't matter. That is a hit, not a crit.
Great.
Now it's flat. It has the flat-footed condition, so you still benefit from its lowered AC as well, which is nice. That's something we always wanted in first edition. It's like, well, he's flanking. Shouldn't I get the bonus too?
Yeah, like he's like obviously incredibly distracted.
Right.
Someone's in front of him, someone's behind him, all trying to
hit for
stab
9.
him. You tell me he has perfect defenses against a third party that comes up?
Hit for 9 points of damage.
Nice, Laura Lindener.
Nice.
Quapis, you're up.
All right, so Quapis is just like, oh no, I'm feeling really afraid for my friends. I'm gonna help him. So he, let's see. Actually,
help him.
he's gonna stay where he is, and he's gonna cast Shield as a. He could do it, but that's one of the things that psychics can do is they can cast it on an ally. Normally, it's a personal spell, but he could cast it on an ally. So he's going to give it to Laura Lindener. And it's really interesting. It's like it's with the psychic version of it. It's like a 3-layered shield, and
That's cool.
with each with a different hardness. But I'm going to stack them together, which ordinarily each layer would have a hardness of 15. Stack them all together, they get double the hardness. So it's a strength 30 shield.
Oh wow.
And when you get struck, I use my reaction to raise the shield, not yours.
That is, you're like controlling him.
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
Mind control.
that's my first action.
Wow. I've always wanted a
That's very
Pathfinder
cool.
psychic.
It's really cool. Okay, and then other than that, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay. And is it an automatic number of images in 2E, or do you have to roll for it?
It's 3. It's 3 images.
3 images? Okay. I'm going to just put a little 3 on the box above you so we remember. Great. That is the end of round 1. But if you remember, the Weesox got the jump on y'all. So let's get into it. The one that is surrounded, that's not a good position for it to be in. So I am going to attempt to cast Blur. Does that provoke a reaction for anybody?
Yes.
It does? What is your reaction? Do you get an attack of opportunity?
Attack of opportunity. Yes.
Nice.
Strike away, my friend.
Get him.
Nope.
No!
Fumble.
Oh!
Oh,
no!
Indeed.
McDermott,
No.
pick a city in the United States.
In the
Actually,
world.
in the world.
In the world. In the world.
Fumbling in AOO is the worst.
It is. It is such a
The
kick
worst.
in the junk.
It's a free.
Venice.
Venice,
Venice,
Italy.
Venice Beach.
Venice Beach, California. Muscle Beach.
Venice, Florida. All right, here we go. Venice, Italy. Closest we're going to get is Joe Langley from Southampton, England, United
Southampton.
Kingdom.
Oh, I just want to say a
Thoroughly thrashed by Tottenham Hotspurs yesterday.
Oh, that's
4-1.
right.
Yeah.
A very helpful fan in the chat said he can confirm an attack is a check.
Yes.
His handle is Erik Mona.
Yes.
Oh.
He knows
Thank you, Eric, wherever you are.
Well, yeah,
Thank you, Eric.
It's helpful.
Appreciate the support of the nation.
Fear is the mind killer.
Oh, here we
nice.
go.
As your attack misses its target, you are overcome with a deep and foreboding sense of futility in your quest.
He has fear cast on him.
I know. Roll a will save and attempt to face your fear. Can you permit it to pass over and through you? Or will the little death bring you closer to total obliteration? So cool.
28.
28, that beats its spell DC, so you're okay. I think, unless the crit fumble.
So, success, no effect. So you're fine.
Awesome.
So I put my hand in the pain box and I was good.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Excellent.
Made it through.
Will not feel the sting of the gum jabbar this day.
The Bene Gesserit.
Gomme de bar.
All right, so it doesn't take a hit on the attack of opportunity, but it does use 2 actions to become blurry, so now it's concealed. Any attacks against it, you need to roll a DC 5 flat check, because it's all blurry.
Man,
Now,
all blurry.
Sorry, I just wanted to interject real quick. We haven't talked much on stream about our variety show that we did here at Gen Con. We did like the thing that Jared won, where it was all improv GMing kind of stuff.
yeah.
Like sometimes as a GM on the spot, you have to give like the lore and history of a location you were not exactly prepared to. So they rolled a couple die.
Oh, it's
they were
Beck-
like Nora Ibrahim.
No, it was Becca. Was it?
No, it was Nora.
Oh, it wasn't Nora?
It was Nora. Like Nora Ibrahim, in 1 minute, give the entire history of the planet Arrakis. That was so awesome.
she was like, sand, there's lots of
There's
sand.
no water.
You're not allowed to cry.
Yeah, she said you're not allowed to cry. So good.
With its last action, it will attempt to claw Turge. Natural 1.
Yes.
Oh,
And fumble.
Give me Boston, Mass.
Boston, Mass. So I'm sure we got a few from there, bro. Let's see. Nate from Somerville.
Yeah, Nate.
Nate from Somerville. The remnants of a... Oh, sorry. For everyone except you.
okay.
Sorry. This was a melee attack, right?
It was a claw.
Claw. The remnants of a previous meal, probably involving maple syrup, have made it difficult to fight effectively. For the next 1d4 rounds, all your attacks are performed with a -2 circumstance penalty.
Yo,
You
that's
may
great.
you may
Wow.
opt to spend 2 actions to lick and or wipe the lingering food bits away, removing the condition.
Oh.
So -2 to all attacks until you spend 2 actions to lick off this goop that is tightened up your swing.
Very cool. All right, so that is the end of its turn, and then the other one is going to cast a spell on. Going to try to cast a spell on Laura Lindener called Suggestion. Give me I believe it's a will save, yes. Your honeyed words are difficult for creatures to resist. You suggest a course of action to the target, which must be phrased in such a way to seem like a logical course of action to the target and can't be self-destructive or obviously against the target's self-interest.
31.
31 is a success. You are unaffected and thinks you were talking to them normally, not casting a spell on them. So you just, What do you think about that?
I'm like, sounds pretty normal, man.
I'm relieved this bug is talking
For a
normally.
second, I thought that was a spell, but that just sounds like just good common sense to
Trying
me.
to start a conversation.
Mhm, Totally.
With its final action, it'll do an ability known as Droning Distraction. Everyone roll a will save.
Okay.
It's mad that you wouldn't
18.
talk to it. 18 is a fail.
God.
Me too. I can't do it.
Garbage. 14.
15.
28.
Okay.
Oh, man.
There you
Don't
go.
it passed. On success, you're unaffected. On failure, did anybody roll 13 or under? No.
No.
All right, so failure, you are confused
Oh, come on.
and stupefied for one round.
Do my thing. That's the thing. I unleashed Psyche was what I was going to do on my next turn. That's one of the stipulations. You can't do it if you're stupefied.
Oh
no.
my gosh, the perfect foil.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my.
Yeah, stupefied, you have to roll a flat check, flat check with a DC.
I did get a 13.
You
Oh.
did get a 13.
Just double checked it.
No.
You're confused. Oh, man.
Hero point, Joe.
Oh,
Yeah,
hero point.
hero point.
Hero point.
Hero point.
The exact same number.
I knew the second you rolled it.
Amazing.
You're confused for 1 round and stupefied 2 for 1 minute.
Oh,
So yeah, if you want to cast spells, you got to roll a DC of 5 plus your DC 7 flat check to cast spells. You check out confused and stupefied when it comes back to you. All right, good round for the Wee Sox. It is Turge's turn. Confused and stupefied too. What do you got, Turge?
I apologize. I'm working on this. Your thoughts and instincts are clouded. Stupefied always. You take that penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks. Will saves, spell attack rolls, spell DCs. All right, this is a martial class. This shouldn't be too bad. Okay. He is going to...
And you're flat-footed with confused.
And you're flat-footed.
Yeah, each time you take damage from an attacker's spell, you can take a DC 11 flat check to recover from your confusion, or it just ends at the end of the round.
You are flat-footed. You don't treat anyone as your ally. You can't delay, ready, or use reactions. That's cool. That's really cool.
I guess I got confused.
I think I can retch though, right?
Sure.
Because that seems like a natural response. I suppose a well thought out response. I'm gonna retch. Natty 19. So I got rid of the
Nice.
sickened condition.
Yeah. Conditions really do, just from playing 2E as much as we have over the past few weeks, you got to get into it. You've got to have a system to track all your conditions because it's constantly happening.
Yeah. But they're not, so far, they're not as debilitating as
I like
some
how
of
that
them
one
were.
gives you the power to be like, okay, I'm going to use one of. I have 3
Yeah,
actions,
use
so I'm
an
going to use
action
one of them
to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know, in first edition, you're just like, well, I guess I'm puking.
Guess
Right.
I'm paralyzed.
Right, for the rest of the session tonight with all my friends. I'm not going to get to play. All right, I will then swing a longsword. That is a 28 to hit.
28's a hit.
Alrighty. And I will do a 1 and a 2 on 2d8. So awesome. That's 11 good damage. So another
Okay.
5. So add another 5 to that for the weakness.
Okay, that was good.
And then I'll swing a second time.
Okay.
That is good, a 25
25's a hit as well.
on the second attack.
It is still
Let's
flat-footed.
get some damage this
Yeah,
time.
come on, man.
Come on, man. A little better. So 17 plus the weakness. Oh, no, sorry. You know what? I did that wrong last time. You can only do that once per round to add that weakness damage.
All right, so
Oh, is
just
that true?
17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Is that generally true or just for?
No, it's
or-
this ability says limit once per round.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, it is Donut's turn. Donut had a good round last time. What do you got this time?
All right, Donut's looking around, and like you said, the last round went to the mosquitoes. So they take their dandelion stem thick arms, and they seem to grow a little bit longer as they clutch their battle axe. And as the battle axe's arc goes behind their back, the arms thicken to like the stem of a pumpkin. And with a power attack, the little gourd Leshy says, "Time to wake the donut!" and just brings the battle axe down with a mighty swing and rolls a natural 20.
Natural
power attack.
Baby.
Yeah.
Holy
Critical!
Hell yeah.
moly.
Oh, with that
Yeah.
battle axe.
What a good!
That's
And you
awesome.
got the line in there too.
Pick a city there,
Yeah.
Eric. Any city.
I will pick my hometown of Edina, Minnesota.
Edina?
Edina.
Edina, Minnesota. He didn't
Yes.
make it
Home of the
up.
Hornets.
Yeah, Michael, our producer here, is from that area. So
Very good.
he's
Very
very
good.
excited right now.
He knows.
All right.
He's
Oh,
like,
this is
that
a
exists.
old school.
Powerhouses in high school hockey and girls tennis.
Oh, wow.
Same. We
Yes.
we drew it.
So say we all.
We drew an old school nation member here, Mike Spafford from
Oh, yeah.
St. Paul.
M.
All right.
Spafford.
writes in with, but all that is holy or unholy. Oh, by all that is holy or unholy. The gods look favorably on this attack. Your blade is engulfed in a holy flame as it sinks into your foe's flesh.
That's huge.
Deal double damage, and your target must make a reflex save.
Okay, I'll make my reflex save while he's
I'll
rolling
calculate
that double.
damage.
I rolled a 29, so that's probably made the reflex save.
Yeah, probably a regular.
Gen Con attendees and exhibitors. The time is now 3:30.
Oh,
This
no.
is closing in 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Time flies.
This is lame.
I know. I just want to keep.
I would keep playing. All right. You add another 1d6 persistent fire damage.
Oh, so what's the totes?
I'm sorry. Just 1d6 fire damage. It's persistent if you fail to save.
All right, so here's the thing. Because it's a power attack,
Oh,
I do 32 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
30.
And yeah.
Okay.
So, and then the flames.
Another.
Well, by the way, it's a power. So the power attack already doubled the damage.
Right.
That's what it does.
Okay.
But then it's a crit. So does it double it again?
I think you just
Or just add one more?
you add one more.
Okay. So then, burp, 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 burp.
I have this exact same dice.
I don't really know. But
Okay,
that's
so
how it
let's
was.
just call it
That's how it
14
was in
more
1e.
points of damage. So
In 1e, if an effect doubled before you crit, it was basically became tripled as opposed to doubling the double.
Well, if that's the way it goes, then 14 more points of damage.
14 more points of
And that
damage.
includes the holy fire.
Plus the holy fire.
Yeah.
That thing is on its last legs.
Oh, kill it.
I want to see your cream filling, sugar.
Don't it? Was that was only your first act?
Oh yeah. Well, it was
First two
technically yeah. Well, it counts as 2 for a multiple attack penalty.
Sure.
I'll attack again.
Whoa.
So that time I got a 27.
27's a hit.
Yeah, baby.
I think this
Alrighty.
is it.
But maybe not. 5.
5. No, it's still got a few more.
Ah! No, I'm done. I take one more feeble swing, and my arms just go, and now they're like little wispy.
All right, so this Groot-like pumpkin just does a devastating critical, and this Weesock is in bad shape. And it is Laura Lindener's turn.
Great. So first, I'm going to retch.
You're going to retch, okay.
Nope.
Nope, nat 2.
Nat 2. It's not going to do it.
Natty dose. Okay, so you're still sickened. But
Still
you can
sickened.
just take a -1 if you
Taking a
want to
-1. Totally fine. We're going to do a 2 actions power attack. I'm standing right there.
Okay.
Let's do this.
There you go.
There you go. So that's 23.
23 to hit, and it's flat-footed. That is a hit.
Nice.
20 points of damage.
Nice.
That is enough to kill the
Yes.
Yes, we suck. Suck heal.
Do you have any actions left? Oh, you retched, and then 2 actions was power
Retch,
attack.
2 action. However, this high-speed regeneration, does that happen automatically, or is there something I
Yeah,
have to
you can
invoke?
trigger at the beginning of your turn.
And doesn't cost an action, or does cost an action?
I don't believe it costs an action. It's not filled in, so it's a free
That's
action.
free action.
Okay.
It's an unbelievable feat.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
I will
cool.
take those 12 hit points back.
Where,
actually.
are those the deviant abilities? Are those sort of tied into the theme of the Dark Archive stuff? Like, how do you ordinarily get them?
Yes, they were released in Dark Archive. It was a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this particular scenario allows you to use them, but
Okay.
you could use them in your home game at any time.
I'm curious, like, how you ordinarily, in any other circumstance, unless they're like scripted into the adventure, how you get them.
How you come about them.
Yeah.
There is a mechanic for that,
Okay.
but I don't want to speak out of turn.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil
You know
it.
what? I'll
You're just
read-
going to have to buy the Dark
I'll
Archive.
read the book. I own it. I'll read it.
It really is a beautiful book. Can't recommend
Yeah,
it
it's
highly
gorgeous.
enough. All right, now it is Quapis' turn to end the round. One
All right.
Weesock's down.
So Quapis is, confused and stupefied. So he's very confused. Just like, hey, yeah, I'm a donut. Hey, I'm gonna kill you, you other one. And he is going to attempt to cast Daze on the other Weesock.
Ooh,
So-
days on the other Weesock.
Got to make a flat check. Fails.
Fails the flat check.
So with his last remaining action, he is going to run up to the demon.
Okay. All right, so you run up the demon, close the distance there a little bit. That makes sense because that thing was just sitting back there, popping off spells. But now it is that guy's turn. And at the top of round 3, and he has not used his Vomit Swarm spell yet.
Oh, no.
I think it's time to vomit on you guys.
No, stop.
Here comes the puke. So everybody give me a reflex save.
All right, come on. Roll. Oh, my God.
Yes.
22.
22 just fails.
Wow, I have yet to roll above a 5 on any roll.
I take
today.
a -1 on that roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so 22.
22. Oh, God, because of confused. Sickened.
Sickened.
Second, yes. So you just missed it.
15 for Quapis.
Fail, not a critical fail.
28.
28 is a pass. And Joe, I just need a reflex save here.
Natural 20.
Word.
Natural
There you
20.
go.
Boom.
There you go.
Critical John.
All right, so no
Joy.
damage to you. To 17 points of damage if you failed, 8 if you passed. Okay.
Oh, I love the 4 tiers so much. Of the saves, critical success, no damage.
And also you're sickened 1 if you failed as well, but I think if you're already sickened, does it stack? If you're sickened 1 and you become
So I'm not sickened. So
you become sickened 1. Oh no, you passed.
so if you pass, you don't get sickened.
Right.
Okay.
If you fail, you get sickened. But what if you're already sickened? If you're sickened 1 and you get sickened 1
I think
again?
it goes up to second 2.
I think
right?
it goes up to
It
sickened.
does?
too.
Okay, so sorry, McT.
That's all right.
So
Me
sorry.
too.
I know you're a guest here.
Boy.
Just do it.
So that's what the Weesock does, and then when its final action, it will attempt to claw Quapis, who just got right next to it. Natty 3 misses.
Okay.
So, now it is Turge's turn. We need a big round from the crew here. Turge?
I have an annoying question.
I probably can't answer.
Trying to get things right here. The one that we're fighting now that's in the north of the room, is that the one that cast that horrible shit that made me confused and stupefied, or was it the one right next to me?
It was this one.
Okay.
This one cast Droning Distraction.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, well, not even cast, it's an ability.
I
Love these monster
critically
abilities.
failed with that 13. Another thing about the thaumaturge is if you pass your esoteric lore on the creature, you get a +1 to AC and saves versus the creature on its next attack or spell
that's cool.
against you. So I would have not crit failed, except it wasn't that creature. So we're all good. Okay. He is going to move up to the other one.
Okay.
And he will attempt. I saw somebody in chat say that I'm doing it wrong, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I will trust them, of course. They're saying I need to roll the lore check every time I want to use the ability, and then I have to roll it every round, and then I can apply the weakness to every attack left that round. It just seems weird to roll knowledge checks every round on something, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Still figuring it out.
Someone also said the conditions don't stack like that. If you're sickened 1 and you
Oh,
fail
okay.
something against
All right.
sickened 1, you're still sickened 1.
Oh, okay.
Great.
I believe them. They seemed confident.
All right.
They wrote very confidently.
Yeah, unless the condition states otherwise.
Here we go. This is esoteric lore check. That is a 25.
Yep.
Okay. So, and I will apply a weakness to this strike. I will then strike once this round. Natural 2.
Jeepers O'Brien.
On, man.
Don't you want to finish with a bang?
I really did. Well, somebody came up to the booth, this guy right here, and he was like, I really wanted to see you before. And they're about to close the hall, so I felt bad. So it wasn't my turn. I was like, I'll run out and see what you want.
Oh, so it's his fault that
No, but he bought a set of dice, and he was like, I want you to just roll all my dice real fast. And I was like, and I went bam, 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 from the D4 all the way up on a 20, natural 20. So he took it from me. He took it from
Stole
me.
your 20. He also gave me this Pikachu thing.
Nodding.
It's nodding. Yep, that was me. All right, Donut. What do you got?
All right. Donut sees that it is now a desperate hour. And
Indeed.
so on little reed thin leafy legs, they prance and charge up, not charge in the rule sense, but run up to here, right next to Mr. Mosquito.
Mr. Mosquito. He does not have an attack of opportunity, so you're able to slide past.
And as they're walking, their arms are flopping in the sky like, like a little
Inflatable tube man.
inflatable tube man.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Exactly.
What are those things called?
Wacky
Wacky,
waving
yeah,
inflatable tube man.
wavy, wacky flappers, and takes their little leafy hands. They basically look like just a leaf they usually wrap around things, and just starts hitting themselves in the head. Boop, 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 boop. And it's like you could tell it's mostly hollow inside this pumpkin-like gourd. Tok, 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 tok. And then from within, it goes tok, 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 tok. And then the head starts shaking as if the sound inside that's reverberating inside it is going to explode. And it opens its little pumpkin mouth. And all of the sound comes shooting out in a storming breath of
Deviant ability.
Yeah,
ability.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
And it's a 30-foot cone, which I just make go so it doesn't hit the party.
Right.
Like toward the wall. And it's going to do 46 points of damage. I think a sonic scream is a good way to go here. Could you
Pieces
describe
of
how
the
the awakening things worked?
If yours is a 6th level feat, so if you leveled up later into
Oh, okay,
feat,
so that's for later.
Yeah, like
okay.
Joe and Skid
Because later
have-
I can make them fall down and knock prone.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff,
amazing.
but that's really cool. But
Joe
not
and,
now.
Joe and Skid I gave 2nd level feats, and then I allowed them to have the awakening.
So this just percussive force just goes wow, wow, do, 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 and it just boom, 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 boom,
So
boom,
cool.
as it shoots out at the.
I love it. And that just automatically hits. Do I get a reflex save, I believe?
You get a basic reflex save.
Basic reflex. Nat 6.
That is going to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So you take 14 points of sonic damage.
Oh, just pieces of the Weesock. Chunks of its skin and carapace falling off. Very cool use of the Deviant ability.
Awesome.
You moved. Was that 2 actions?
Yeah, move, did that, and then I'm going to take a swat with my battle axe.
Okay.
29.
29's a hit.
Nice.
All right. And then I do 6 points of damage with the battle axe.
6 points of damage with the battle axe. Amazing. Okay, another good round from Donut. Lauren Lindener, you're sick. You're confused.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
stupefied.
I don't feel good. On a wall.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, okay, I'm thinking I gotta get back in there, man. I gotta get in this game. We're gonna barreling charge into the group through the enemy.
Yeah, you can get past your friends.
Correct.
To get on the other side where that cavern is opening up.
Yes, exactly. So barreling charge through the space where the enemy resides. It's an athletics check versus a fortitude save for you.
Let's say versus a fortitude save.
So 29 is what you have to. 28 is what you have to.
I rolled a 19.
Is it 28 or 29? You were rolling.
It's 28.
28? Oh, because it would have been a critical fail.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just straight up failed.
Cool.
So what happens?
I get a melee attack on you for you failing your fortitude save as I run through with my sword.
Oh,
I'm
very
just that athletic, right?
Right.
24.
24 hits.
Nice.
Nice, Laura Lindener.
Lindener.
For 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And so now I'm on the space past them, and let's just take another whack at them.
Great. So you ran straight through Turge, straight through it, and
Yeah,
you
just like
Hit it while you
shoot,
passed.
and then standing there.
All of that was one action?
That was like that. Well, I don't know. That's 2 actions. That counts for 2 for
Got it.
barreling charge, right? But if they fail that save, then you get an attack. And second attack. No, 20.
20, even well flat-footed, that is a miss. Because you moved right into flanking. Skid, it is Quapus's turn. Big turn here.
Big
Okay.
turn, Quapus.
Quapus is still confused. It's like, I'm a donut. And
I'm a donut.
he is.
I'm a donut.
I'm just a big green donut, I guess. So screw you, buddy. And he is. Oh wow. Okay, so he is going to use imaginary weapon. He's going to cast cantrip imaginary weapon. This gigantic He-Man sword appears in his hand. Now, can I use the technically like the deviant ability is only for use with a weapon. This is a spell, but I don't have any weapons. So can I use
have
it
any
with
weapons.
this?
Your limbs tense as you deliver a mighty swing. Make a melee strike. I'd say for flavor's sake, that's 2 actions to use Titan Swing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can't do it anyway then.
Yeah, but how many actions it cost you to
Well,
bring that thing out?
the cantrip is 2 actions.
And then
on
does
its
it
own.
remain once you have it, or is it
No,
always
it's just
this
like
attack?
every round.
Ah, I
Cantrip.
see.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can use it at all. All right. So, but I'm going to do the imaginary weapon, and I'm going to heighten it. It's going to be an additional die of damage.
Okay.
Amp it. God, another 4, another freaking 4. That's a 15 to hit.
Brutal.
So, with my last action, I'm going to retch.
Retch. Okay.
No, I'm not.
Attention
Second.
Gen Con attendees and exhibitors.
Gonna wreck.
Exhibit hall will be closing in 15 minutes.
What is the
very end of the con?
Oh, this is it.
I feel the sadness creeping.
I know it's coming into my heart.
It's always the
Heading
worst.
for
They're gonna have to
Venus.
drag us out of this booth.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Yeah.
Lock the door, Joe.
Yeah.
Come and get
Yeah,
us.
lock it.
We're gonna broadcast. We're gonna broadcast until they come and get us.
We're gonna be broadcasting tomorrow.
Yeah.
What is the flat check for retch?
Flat check for Retch is DC 5. Right?
No, it's just a new save. You get a new
Yeah.
save
Oh, new save.
against
All right.
the DC.
Natural 1 on the saves.
Great. I don't have to look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, top of the next round, the Weesock is still up. It's still kicking, but it is completely surrounded. I am going to just start trying to claw about. First, I'll start with a claw against Turge. 21 to hit you, Turge. Turge Oddsbane.
How much?
21.
That is a miss.
All right, well, poop. Then I've already used my Vomit Swarm. All right, I'm just going to try and claw again. Another miss, and yeah, that's all I'm going to do here in the interest of keeping things moving. And it is Turge's turn.
Okay. Turge is going to swing, try to put this creature out of its misery. Yeah. 26 is a hit.
There you go.
Sure is.
20. Another 1 on a D8. Let's see. That's so it's 15, but his blade is, glowing white with the power of good.
Power of good.
As it adds another 5 damage.
Okay.
He will swing a second time. Natural 4. So that is a miss. And then, and it is flat-footed, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm flanking it. Okay. What is the athletics check that you do? What do you do with that third action when you don't want to
There's
just
a lot
attack
of
again?
things you can do.
Yeah, like
Knowledge, aid.
Oh, what? Like aid? Yeah.
Aid. yes.
aid.
How does aid work again?
It's a DC 20, I think, and you just use the skill that you would use. Shit.
It's very helpful where you guys are struggling to hit. The aid action, it's an ally is about to use an action that requires a skill check or attack roll if you prepared your help. So when you try to use this reaction, first you must prepare, usually by using an action during your turn. You explain how you're trying to help, and they determine whether you can. When you use your aid reaction, attempt a skill check or attack roll of a type decided by the GM. The typical DC is 20, but the GC could adjust that up or down.
Okay. So then I will hold that third attack, and I will make it an aid for Donut.
Okay, so that basically, you've just given yourself a reaction that you can use.
Yeah.
Which means you wouldn't be able to use another reaction. But when you get it, you roll, and there are levels of success. You can critical succeed on your aid or critically fail
Well,
on your aid.
bless your whole turd.
Old turd. It is Donut's turn.
Oh,
Oh.
all right. Well, I'm just gonna step over here, and oh, is that gonna be a problem? You won't.
Am I the only one that sees Laura Lindenary in that spot?
Oh, he is in that spot.
Oh, maybe I'm.
You can step one
Maybe
up.
a little.
Let's do a little
refreshment.
refresh, John.
Little refreshment is due.
Best part of waking up
Is roll 20 on a compatible browser, which mine's not. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. I promise I'm playing the same game. Well, there's really no point in going there because it's not really a flank, so I'll just stand where I am.
He's getting the minus. He's flat-footed though because he has.
Oh, that's right.
flat-footed
Okay,
condition, so
great.
you're good.
So, first attack,
Oh, my.
Natural 20.
Oh, yes.
Who needs an aid?
Bring in
Wow.
the fire.
I've siphoned off all of the
I
fortune
know.
from my side of the table.
I feel like I've karmically inherited all of the mojo of the glass cannon booth.
Are we sticking by your hometown, or do you want to move?
No, let's go to my current hometown, Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
Go
I'm going
Sonics.
hungry.
Go
And you always love rubbing that salt any chance you get.
I liked the Sonics. I was a big Sonics guy.
Go Kraken.
All right, Alexander from, I wonder if this is our buddy Alex. Alexander from Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
Arangesis, take the wheel. Does that mean anything to anybody?
It
The
sounds like
last
something Eric
part-
would know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
How
what
do you
that
spell
is.
Arangesis?
RNGESUS. There's like no
Doctor-
vowels.
Registered nurse Jesus? What does that mean?
RN.
Jesus.
A deity who
Like-
is comically
Random number generating Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
RNG.
RNG.
RNGesus.
GRNGesus.
RNGesus, take the wheel.
That's
Okay,
very. That's very funny.
Wow.
Skill and determination have brought you to the moment where you find an opening in your opponent's defenses. Now it's up to chance to see how true your strike shall land. Treat this attack as having the fatal D12 trait. If
Whoa.
this weapon already has the fatal D12 trait, your attack gains the effect as though your weapon had a striking fundamental rune. So you have it's +1 striking, right? Is that what your battle axe is?
I have a battle axe. I don't see that it's
It is.
+1.
It is. I think.
It's a mundane
Michelle said
battle axe.
that I think Michelle said it was +1.
Oh, okay. It also doesn't have the weapon's traits on it, so I'm not exactly sure.
All right, so just give it the D12 deadly.
All right. Okay.
not good.
That's not good.
So you double your damage and then add another D12. I think
All right.
fatal.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. Fatal.
Oh,
Awful.
brutal.
Attention, Gen Con attendees,
4,
and observers. The call will be closing in 10 minutes.
13 points.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Are you kidding?
Oh. Oh, you should
13 points.
have aided him.
I don't
I have
even
made it
breathe.
clear my arms are like dandelion stems, right? Okay, but I still have a couple of.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
No, that's not what fatal does.
You lied to him.
On a critical hit, the weapon's damage die increases to that die instead of the normal die.
oh, all right. Okay,
right,
okay, okay.
okay.
So,
So
all
it's
right.
D12.
So yeah, reroll.
instead.
It's a reroll.
yeah, well, hey, now
And
maybe I'll-
you add an additional damage die of that size.
Wow.
Okay.
This is getting much better.
Yeah, that's way
Everything's coming
better.
up, donut sugar. Except it's still pretty
Truly
shitty.
fatal.
Okay, so that's
Still pretty shit.
oh, everything's so much better. 18 points, sugar.
18 points of damage. That was only your first action.
Yeah, that's right. So I will attack again. Terrible miss, and then one more time. What the hell? I know it's unlikely. That is a 19,
19 is still not good enough.
even though he's flat-footed.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, he's got a 24 AC. That's
Okay,
knocked
okay.
down to a 20 dose. Laura Lindener, you've been stymied by this encounter.
Just covered in vomit.
Dead bugs.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, we're just going to do what we do best, and that's hit things with swords around
And that's
these
mash.
parts. Totally. So,
Becca Scott and Josephine
Becca and
McAdam just
Josephine.
hanging out outside
Popping
the
by.
booth,
Drew's hanging out.
saying their goodbyes.
Ready to get kicked out.
Becca made an inappropriate
They're gonna
gesture.
they're gonna form the wall to like when security comes. They're the vanguard.
They're like protecting a sequoia
The best
tree
of
or
us.
something. It's gonna be awesome.
29 on the first roll.
29 on the first roll is a hit.
It sure is.
Nice, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. So that's 14.
14 points of damage. This Wesak Sakin. Sakil is on the ropes.
Attacking again, that's a miss.
Sakil is on fire.
And then I'm going to take a page from Joe's book. I'm going to aid Quapis, who goes next. with
Oh.
my last
Oh,
action.
cool.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
like, Quapis, hit him in the face.
Okay.
Quapis, we need you.
All right.
Some advice.
All
Hit him
right.
in the
I'm
face.
gonna do the same thing again. I'm going to use imaginary weapon. I'm going to amp it using my second of 3 psi points since we're nearing the end anyway. And it's just like, that big giraffe is right. He's trying to help me. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, that is a 26 to hit.
26 is a hit.
Okay.
Gonna do my best.
Oh my God, I am the worst. I rolled a 7 and 3 ones on 48.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So that's 15 points of damage.
All right, now on your second attack, do you want to try and aid him?
Yeah.
I don't have I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
No more
Well,
attack?
no, actually, no. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a bon mot. I'm gonna do my own bon mot.
Thank you.
I know. Am I still confused?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Let's pretend that I'm not, and I'll do a bon mot. And so it's like, ugh! So it's like, hey, you suck. Okay, so
What did you say?
That is
What did you say?
a will save, a 21 DC 21 will save.
Will save DC 21. I roll a natural 3.
Yeah.
So what happens?
So he believes that he sucks.
Did you write that before the show?
I was up all night
Workshopping
I
it.
really wanted to get
Workshopping
that.
it.
Up all night at the bar with us.
Okay, so you take a you take a -2 penalty to perception and will saves for 1 minute.
Okay. That opens things up if someone casts something where I need to roll a will save. But it is the Weesock's turn, and he, maybe the last turn of his life, is going to get nasty. He is going to, let's see.
Can I call you Miss Jackson?
Is that right, Miss Jackson? Man, there's some cool abilities.
Different songs.
Swarm Walker. Easy to call. Spell here, blur, see invisibility, fear. No, I'm gonna try another claw here against. No, that's a miss. And another miss. So it has it's really on the ropes here, and you hurt its feelings by telling it sucks. So it's just
It
sitting there
believes
thinking,
it too. It believes
do
it.
I suck? Do I suck?
I thought I was doing my best.
I thought I was doing okay.
Very distracted. It is Turge's turn. Turge, can you finish this thing?
Yeah, Turge can and will right now with a 26 to hit.
26 is a hit.
Let's get some damage going. Nope. That is 16 points of damage, but
It had
it's good.
8 hit points.
Oh yes.
So you annihilate it.
Yeah, T-Money.
Yes, the power of good.
Yes.
After you annihilate it, you walk into the room ahead, and it's this huge cavern that looks like a part of it is recently completely collapsed. The ceiling rises to 40 feet in this cave, and you hear a sound of scraping coming from the darkness ahead. Assuming that you are heroes and you forge ahead into this cavern, you see pacing around the back of the room what looks like a dinosaur-like creature.
Oh, it's the Boulette.
It is the Boulette, and it screams and howls and charges at you.
Jeepers.
Do you defeat the Boulette? We'll have to find out some other time.
Oh,
I kind of like this because now people can play the adventure and not know how it ends.
Yeah.
But that is the end of
the
our
tease, yeah.
of our entire weekend.
Wow.
It's so sad.
I want it to be over now.
Thank you for sticking with us. I'm so glad. I wanted to start these streams with Pathfinder 2nd Edition and end with Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Check out the Dark Archive. Big thanks to Paizo for sponsoring the booth and sponsoring these streams. I really hope you check it out. A lot of cool things in there. Obviously, the Thaumaturge and the Psychic classes are no-brainers to add into your campaign, and you can try it out with all of these scenarios that they put in there. That, like I said, is like 8 pagers. This one was 8 pages. It had 6 encounters in there, and we only did 2. So, you know, have some friends over for Friday night, grab a 6-pack, and you can play till 1 in the morning. You might get through half of it.
This book for me is kind of, it feels like Unearthed Arcana did for first edition AD&D. It's like, it's just such a good source book with like really cool characters in it. It's great. I really, really like it.
Yeah, can't recommend it highly enough. Once again, I want to thank my players, Joe O'Brien, Brian, Mick D. McDermott, Erik Mona, and Skidmar. And I want to thank all of our guests that we had this weekend. I mean, people gave up their con time to come and do this. They
turning out the lights, baby. The power is next.
Wow.
It's over, folks.
They cut the power. What do you mean they cut the power?
They're animals, man. They can't do that.
But we will see you next year for Gen Con 2024. We'll be back with an even bigger booth. Good night, Gen Con. We'll see you next year.